Dude, I've been waiting for this for so long. Like when we watched this and my jaw was on the floor and it was like, this was only like 30% done or whatever. This might reinvent the wheel for me. The last time I watched this episode, I was literally out of breath at the end. I was literally I was beyond shook. At least so far from what I've seen, definitely, like, in my opinion, the best fight I've seen. It was
just wild.
This fight was just so crazy, dude. Like, I'm so pumped to see this because this is... Yeah, I hope the animators got their chance to do everything that they wanted to do with it. I think that there's some new stuff. I think they added some brand new scenes, like scenes that have never been,
I've seen
like,
some
that weren't
snippets.
in the last one, but... Briggs seen some snippets, of course.
I've tried to avoid them on TikTok, but
snippets of the lore.
It is inevitable.
When we watched this, dude, it was like people had just died. We saw some character deaths.
Beginning.
And nothing like crazy, like really crazy had happened besides that Toji fight. And then this just
Toji
came out of
Dagon.
nowhere.
Dagon.
It just spawned out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, I never saw this coming.
The Jogo fight was pretty crazy. But
Yeah,
no,
no,
dude,
that's
those and this
But
back to back, but then this just set a new precedent, dude.
Yeah.
This was like, okay.
Like,
I don't know what the future fights are going to be.
No, yeah.
If we ever lead up to an eventual Gojo versus Sukuna fight, like, if this fight showed anything, it's got me so...
We could see like a rematch of these two as well, because he can just keep summoning this dude.
Can you?
Well, yeah, he can just summon him, but if he doesn't defeat him, he has to defeat him to get him, like a Pokemon. But it could just kill him instead.
If only we could have been in Japan and seen this in the theaters. Yeah, I would kill.
Like a
Lucky Japanese
12-minute
people.
clip in the
I
theater.
just am so jealous. Dude, I would love to know if, like, he could just tank a Hollow Purple. There was so much that happened in it that I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
It just, so much happens. I'm so excited to see this again. And see it in its better version, too. Shout out Olivia for sending this to us. Dude, I'm so excited right now. I haven't seen this in so long.
I haven't seen this since the first time.
Remember Canon? Is that Toto?
Dismantle.
Mahoraga so sick.
He walks out with his popcorn and his drink.
This dude. Oh, that's
He just spits it out.
so
He's such a mess. That's so crazy, dude. Just
Some of the hits in this fight don't make sense though. Like,
the cinematography is so good in this episode. Like freaking Donkey Kong. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm already back. Their power is just so insane.
dude. If Megami had this guy, holy crap.
That's what I'm saying. But how could he ever defeat him?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so sick.
So crazy. It's like a Dragon Ball sound.
So he can't like regenerate his limbs that Sukuna cut
I
off.
feel like he can. I feel like he does it later.
he can, just not like instantly. How can he just fly? He just kicks him back even faster.
Wait, what it look? He's like grabbing it without a hand.
Yeah, he was grabbing that. I love how he's just testing him to see how much he can
That
adapt.
noise makes me feel weird, dude. That alarm noise.
I can't get over the
Especially now-
cinematography in this
It's the
episode.
same noise in COD when you break through a window. It's the same exact alarm.
You know what? He's like,
Jeez.
The fight just keeps elevating and elevating.
Dude, I totally forgot the buildings are just getting thrown. Oh. Oh my god. Oh.
wait, did he break that blade?
Yeah, I think he did.
What? Bleeding?
Oh man. Like, I feel like Sukuna could have already finished this fight a couple
Yeah,
times.
he's just toying with. He's like just testing him.
Look at the hands in the pockets, bro.
He's just seeing like how strong he actually is.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Poor guy. So awful.
It's so sad.
There were a ton of them up there.
Dude, I don't get that. Like, who
This
did
fight
that?
got so crazy.
Like,
Gotta be Sukuna. Has to be him with
He's
his
just
slicing.
Hell, it's scary.
Why do you look so shook? He's getting like bigger
That
and bigger.
transition was insane.
He's huge now.
Dude, he loves it.
All those people just died.
Oh, what?
Oh,
So sick.
you get it right here.
This is so rad.
I'm back in where I can't comprehend like what I'm even seeing. He just keeps reattaching himself.
Dude, that was clean.
Dude,
right
so many different.
Yeah, Mahoraga can't even touch him.
He's like hitting the air, but he can't get him.
It used to be so
Dude,
fun.
look at him, just
All
smiling.
the wheels.
That is such a cool
This
perspective
gives
from the
a way
wheel.
better, like,
What is Mahoraga
this gives
doing?
way more
He can't
insight
even
on
touch
his
him.
ability. You can't really tell he was like attacking the other one.
Oh,
So crazy.
so many different like animation styles in one fight.
Oh, he's on the monitor.
Oh, that's so
That's so
sick.
cool.
There's not one survivor. I forgot about how many
It's
people died.
Symphony.
Freaking.
Look at him take that bow. I got chills. I feel like Mahoraga should know that that's never gonna work. Just chucking random debris.
I mean,
How did they just get up there?
What?
you hit him with a wing to the foot.
Turned it into ice.
Yeah, this has got to be like the craziest fight of all time. Like just as far as crazy goes.
Dude, as well as like just power scaling. Like this is just a playground. The whole city.
What is he doing right now?
Oh my
What is he
god.
doing right now?
Oh, is that like the wheel? Looked like the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for sure. The wheel.
この式神の能力はあらゆる事象への適応最強の後出し虫
Crazy.
Holy crap, dude.
見せてくれたな不思議の恵み
Oh yeah, you could have summoned him back when he first met him.
起点か
Dude, domain expansion is one of the coolest things like ever. The domain expansion is so sick. Dude, when he said that Mahoraga could have defeated him in the state he was in back then, what is he talking about?
When he ripped out his heart, like Yuji's heart, and they were fighting, he was gonna summon him right then.
伏黒恵みへの栄光を考慮し、降下範囲を半径140メートル、地上のみに絞る。
He's so considerate.
No, he can just.
He raises him.
It's just pure destruction.
After his domain expansion, it's just no diff. It's just over.
一中降下範囲内の磁力を帯びたものには8。
Just sliced to literal shreds.
At least they died quick.
Dismantle is just literally a blade.
絶え間なく浴びせられ
He's already adapted to all the
拠点の技
he
にかけ
uses
火を
Yuga,
前に
Yuga.
This is so
Literally just
unbelievable.
a giant bomb.
Are those all buildings?
Yes.
マコラの再生が終わろうとしていた。
Mahoraga is literally unbelievable. Dude, not only is he this strong, but he also has so much experience. That's so sick. Jeez. So
Like
out
in
of
a rough
control. I don't know what we're gonna get in the future, man. Like what the future
I don't
holds
know
is crazy.
What can even beat Sukuna, bro? Like, why do I have? I don't know. That's crazy.
So sick.
Man, that fight will just never get
That was
old ever.
unreal.
I'll
That
never
fight
get
was-
old. I haven't seen that fight since we watched
I know,
it, and like, there were so many things I feel
So
like
crazy.
there were so many, like, there was a lot of times where I was like, was that in it the first time? Like,
Yeah,
I
me
couldn't
too.
even remember. Like, dude, when there's like this one sequence where Mahoraga like cut this like column.
the beam under the
Yeah, and then
thing
like,
under
and
the
then
throat.
as it's falling, like, yeah,
Throws it, yeah.
freaking he picks it up and just throws
Yeah,
it.
me
I
too.
was
I
just
thought
like,
that
I was
was
like,
in
that
there,
did
too.
not, I did not remember that at all.
Well, I feel like the rainbow like Technicolor Mahoraga wasn't in the last one either.
I
think
No, it was.
Yeah,
it
was.
was.
That one,
Yeah.
I think they just upped the
Dude,
quality
I
of
don't know.
everything. And made it just crisp.
It like looked like he put Sukuna in the train and like grabbed the train, like
Yeah.
broke it. I'm like, how did he get so big?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got
the
massive.
scaling-
It was so weird.
I don't know. I think this fight's incredible, and it's like for sure the craziest like fight
Thunder.
I've seen. But like, it does some stuff that's like, I don't know. When I'm watching it, sometimes it's just like it's too much, or there's like random like scaling things or whatever.
Someone looks
I don't know.
Maybe
Like,
that's like a symbol.
well,
of
I
yeah,
call
how
it
it's
this
just
hating.
so strong.
Like it's up there for sure. But I don't have it like number one because like I think some other fights that are just better in my
More and
opinion.
stuff.
But I'm not like hating on it because it's like it's insane. Like there's no fight quite like it. But like, and I think it like that's maybe what they were trying to get at. Like it's just like they just kind of let loose and just
Yeah.
dug deep in the bag. But like the structure where sometimes I'm kind of watching, I'm just like, bro, like what is happening right now?
We've got Sukuna as like the most powerful guy right now because Gojo's like sealed, at least
Yeah.
to our knowledge. And then Mahoraga's ability or whatever is to continuously like adapt. Like you can see like his body like can change
Yeah.
all the time. Like he can like
he's
he
disintegrating.
reattached himself.
He's
Yeah,
literally,
like he can.
disintegrating
yeah,
and he
if he
comes
can
back.
type-
Yeah, and his
Possibly.
particles
Yeah,
are like
he's
coming
slouched,
back.
yeah.
I forget. How do you have to defeat him again? Like I
think
think
you
just blew
have to
him
kill
up.
him with a technique on the first time.
Like
so
you have to
can't
hit him
adapt
with
to
an
it.
attack strong enough that'll
One
eliminate him
hit.
in one blow, and if you don't, then you can't use
Yeah,
that.
then you can't use
You
it
can't use
again.
that attack anymore because he'll like
He'll
adapt to it.
That's right. Yeah. See, like when you've got something like that just adapts. Like in his like he's kind of like it's kind of like a weird thing. It's like such a sick concept, but at the same time, it can allow for like just infinite possibilities because he can
Yeah.
like always adapt to like anything. So like the sizing differences and whatnot. Like maybe he's making himself bigger or something, or smaller, or like when he was in the water, he like sucked all the water up and he's like got huge
Yeah,
and like
It's just
I kind of
crazy.
this is like the only time that like I really just don't think it bothers me, like the perspective. It kind of reminded me of AOT. Like AOT does that a lot, where like they use perspective to make people bigger or smaller in that moment, just to emphasize certain things. It like doesn't. I don't like love it, but
Like
I don't.
sometimes,
It doesn't bother me.
Sometimes the colossal titan seems like 100.
Yeah, like
True.
Aaron's only as big
Sometimes-
as like his
True.
shin, but
Sometimes
in
he
reality,
seems
he's
like-
always like the same height.
Yeah, sometimes he seems way bigger than other times. Yeah, no, I just, dude, the amount of frames in that fight
dude, the
is like
animation-
I don't even know.
Like if you go into if you want to like go into detail, like I can't imagine if like someone that actually understands like how animation works, like I bet this just amplifies how
picture
big of a masterpiece it is because it's just like you can just tell the amount of just cooking that was done in such a
Dude,
short
I feel
like
this would take
amount of
so
time.
long.
Oh,
and
dude.
just the power scale because like, we haven't seen anything like this in JJK up to this point. Like in terms
No,
of
not even close.
like not even close, bro. Like we go from like Yuji who can like punch through like a wall to just like
Well, and Jogo was like a
Leveling
tiny
Whole like
hint.
buildings
yes.
up in the freaking sky.
Jogo
like-
was like a hint of it, and then it was like this was
just
on
leveling an
another
entire
level.
city in 1 second. From
Yeah, I
his-
guess Gojo like doing his blue and that ball and like wrecking a couple buildings was
Yeah.
like the craziest thing we'd seen in terms of just.
No,
scaling,
yeah,
and
and
then there's this.
Dude, this episode's got to have like as many frames in it as like all of season 1 combined.
That's
Like
true.
the amount of frames, because like every
Season
frame
1.
is like drawn, and everything moves, and like obviously
That's absurd,
they
man.
you sacrifice the not like quality, but you sacrifice
you
the
sacrifice making it look like that.
yeah, you sacrifice like the like part of the look for like fluidity, you know, and like just the amount of like frames. One of my favorite parts is when you see Sukuna and it's like he's like doing his thing and it just like sits
The
there on his
pink thing.
face and like he's like
Oh, his
looking all
face is, like,
devious and all
dark.
this stuff is happening behind him. Dude, and then you see his hands like even the amount of frames just on his hand. Like,
I watched this guy animate a ball dropping. It was like the difference of how he could do it in 30 seconds to 10 minutes to an hour. And I was like, bro, a single circle like falling and then like smashing
Like
on
a
the ground.
sphere
and
or
then-
just literally
no, like a bouncy ball. Like a little circle. And like he's like, and I was just, it made me really appreciate, like sometimes I feel like I'm really just stuck up. I'm like, we're not stuck up. Just we're so used to amazing animation that
Yeah, like the animation is
We're
literally like
spoiled.
next level. Like this fight.
spoiled.
That's why it almost makes me feel weird when I compare it to like my other favorite fights because it's just like a different.
Time.
It almost feels like a different genre. Like the style of animation is so much different because it's just like it's pretty absurd.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just glad that they got to do what they did, and it's
It's
just.
a masterpiece.
I'm glad that this exists. You know, like because it's very good. Once again, I say this
I'm
all the
glad
time.
that this exists.
I can't wait to show Brown this. I
love
can't
how-
wait to see his
dude,
reaction.
I
to
love
this.
how Carter loves it this much. It makes me.
I don't know, dude, because you know me, like, I love JJK. I think I probably like it the least of all of you guys, but, like, this episode, like, yeah, I am obsessed with this fight, dude. Like, it was just floored me. I was like, I couldn't stop thinking about it all day after it aired. I was like, that was the craziest thing ever.
Like, dude, I'm weird. I like the Toji fight against Dagon. I like that fight better.
Oh, really?
And I know it's a hot take. I'm not like.
No, not really.
I don't deny
it's,
it.
I mean,
but
hey, man,
it's not all
stick
about
to your
animation.
guns. Stick
I
to your
will.
guns.
It's not just about animation, it's about the story.
And I'm not like
What
I said.
story
I
is there
don't
between
wanna-
Toji
I want
and
to come
Dagon?
off of
Because
like
he loves
as like
Toji, and then
this
Dagon's
the,
like killing all
fight,
those
'cause,
people.
like, it's amazing, but like there
So
are
much
other
happens.
fights I think are just better.
Yeah, so much happens around the Dagon.
No, like, I'd
That's
still
all
take
people realize.
Netero Meruem just because it means more in the
Like
show
there are like
than
multiple
this.
fights in Naruto I think are way better.
But like
I
this,
can't really say or else I'll like spoil it for you guys.
I think like the Yuji versus
Spoiled
the Grasshopper kind of
Shit,
shapes.
one-
Okay.